but I can't get into detail, but that's much as I can tell you.
Got it. Okay, so, all right, so, and that, again, I would consider the notion that maybe possibly you are walking, and if that's the case, then you might, and if you feel like you are, then you might start working towards remedy. There might be different things that you might be able to do that will help you adjust into your body right now, as a different, saying that you are a different soul than the one that you came in with. Does that make sense? And that might be helpful for you to make some adjustments for yourself.
Okay. Well.
Again, I'm not saying that you are or aren't.
I can't say whether or not that would be the case for me. I know I just read a lot of different stuff regarding walk-ins, but I'm not sure if it really resonates with me.
Okay. Oh, and that's fine. Now, I forgot to turn on the recording here with Ustream. I'm broadcasting live, and just for the sake of the Ustream video, this is Andrew Aloha live on the Golden Age Psychic Show. Tonight we're here with Richard Knight out of Florida, and Marietta and Reverend Marietta White out of New York, doing the Psychic Show. Right now we're working with Wanda, who has been having some experiences with aliens, perceiving them, seeing them, and and just to let you know, I've talked to a number of people here in Sedona, and several people have told me that they, at night, while they're in their dream state, they literally go into ships and do training. They learn how to do some photography. I don't know all the different types of things that they do, but they go on ships in their dream state and go and train on ships, different ships for different positions. And I don't know if that's going on with you, Wanda, but Richard, can you pick up on that? Do you think that is that something that could be possibly going on with Wanda?
Yeah, Andrew, this is rather bizarre, okay? I don't normally have direct alien contact, but I've just been contacted by the Galactic Federation of Light, and they are giving me assurances that Wanda is in fact a light worker that has taken on basically a position on one of their starships, and the reason that she has no memory is because when she leaves at night, she's leaving her body, and her body's being perfectly maintained, but her full conscious awareness and her spirit are actually interacting with the Galactic Federation of Light Workers on board this ship. Wanda, you actually do have all of this knowledge, and it's just a matter of you giving yourself permission to remember. It's like the more you reach out for it, the more you're actually pushing it away because it's already within you. And like I said, I'm prefacing this because this is really bizarre for me, mind you, because, I mean, it's like I'm hearing, I can't even describe the sounds other than like tinkling instruments in a distance, and over that is coming a voice. And that's what I'm saying. I have confirmation from the Galactic Federation of Light that you are actually a member of the Federation and you are in process of doing a specific job and task and so forth on one of their starships.
So with that in mind, Richard, I'd like to know, can you ask them if you and I and Marietta White are also, or Reverend Marietta White, are also part of the Galactic Federation?
Yes.
All four of us are? Is that what I hear you saying?
Yes, all four of us are.
And so what job am I doing and on the ship? What the heck? Tell me now.
You're being trained to be an ambassador is what you're being trained for.
Oh, really? Oh, that doesn't surprise me, but go ahead.
And Marietta is a counselor.
Very cool.
And they're saying that Wanda is operates some kind of very sophisticated device.
That
has a lot of light instruments and sends out kind of like laser beams, but they're not laser beams as we understand them.
And what are you being trained for, Richard?
I didn't know. See, that's the thing about it. They're secretive in certain ways. Or it may just be that they're saying you already know, so why are you asking, you know?
Well, Marietta, you talk to them. You ask them, what's Richard being trained for? I want to know.
Say that again? I couldn't hear what you said.
I said, you talk to the Galactic Federation. You ask them and see, I want to know what Richard's being trained for. Oh, paranormal investigations. That's a guy. Duh.
Yeah, you did this anyway. Okay, so he's being trained in a medical manner to do healings in a medical way. I think that's why he's taking on other types of healing training.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I see him doing a different kind of...
I would agree, yeah. Based on a past life in Atlantis.
All right, so question with uprooting some sophisticated galactic light device. Is this same thing with helping people not be ignorant anymore? Or
what? Bringing about much needed physical changes that are interrupting what could have been environment catastrophes, disasters, and things of that nature. In other words, it's like terminating the core roots of volcanoes before they have a chance to erupt, preventing tidal waves and tsunamis before they have a chance to come about, and also helping with the plates of the earth and so forth.
Okay, so hang on a second. I want to do one other thing before we go forward with you, Wanda. I want to bring in Erica 952. Aloha, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes, who are we talking to?
My name is Julie.
Julie, where are you located at and how did you hear about it?
I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and just heard about it on the internet.
Okay, good.
And I'm new to your show.
Julie, Richard, can you ask the Galactic Federation if Julie is part of the Galactic Federation as well?
They're in the distance. They're saying, wait a minute now.
I'm good. I know my job. There you go. Thank you very much. So, what did you get? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. That was me pressing a can of canned air at my keyboard. I apologize.
That's okay. Kind of alien. I'm going, what's that?
The aliens are coming. The aliens are coming.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That was me.
Okay, Wanda. Behave. That's all to it. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so Richard, go ahead and ask the Federation if Julie here is also part of the Federation as well, and what she's being trained for as well, if that's the case.
I'm not getting a response.
Okay, so that's fine. I just wanted to see if this was a whole community thing going on, and we all happen to be on the show.
It is definitely a big community. There ain't no doubt about that.
Yeah, which is interesting.
I mean, thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
I've never been confirmed to actually be part of the Galactic Federation, but I think I have worked with them before, and I've come across experiences where I have. So Julie, thank you for being here. We're going to finish up with Wanda, if you're okay, and then we're going to come back to you, and then we're going to work with you. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go ahead and go with that. One is being trained to do some kind of work with some kind of device. And how long when did this start? This training start, Richard?
9 years old.
So, since 9, really. And go ahead.
Oh my goodness. Like I said, my memories were blocked between the ages of 8 and 15.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, the initiation process is basically like, let's see, an energy clearing. So you actually do not have any tracking devices, so you know, for your own peace of mind. You have what you would call a homing coil, okay? And the homing coil is actually not attached to you directly, rather it hovers about 100 feet outside of you. And it acts like what you would call a vibrational corridor. So in fact, when they want to initiate contact, they hit the vibration key on this particular corridor, and it basically sucks your consciousness into the corridor, and you have direct contact with it.
Oh, like one of those tubes that the drive-up teller windows have. Just sucks me right up. Okay.
Well, yeah, sort of, on a much larger scale, though.
I know.
There are also times when you actually do transit physically.
I don't remember that.
Well,
Richard, let me ask you.
But for good reason, you're suppressing it. Because, I mean, naturally, you try and have a conversation like this with somebody, and they're going to say, oh, wow, that's wet job, you know, run away. Which is understandable.
Okay, now, here's the thing. Okay, if I'm actually, quote unquote, suppressing it, and if this has been happening since I was a kiddo, okay, so why am I supposedly suppressing it? And I'm at the age where I'm an adult now. I need to know these things. I'm not a kid anymore.
Right.
What's the problem?
There's not a problem. The information's on its way.
Okay, so now, hang on a second, Awanda. Richard, is Awanda still being trained regularly? And what does that mean? Is regular every night, every week, every month, or what are we talking about?
3 times a week.
3 times a week, and in her sleep state, she's being trained.
From like 7 to 9 hours a night.
That's why I sleep so long.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, what did I just do last night? And I don't remember anything.
You have no memory of the dreams whatsoever, and naturally that makes you even more leery because you're saying, but then again, you have to realize all of us dream, but very few of us actually have vivid dreams or cognizant dreams where you remember everything that you dreamt.
But there is a part of me that felt like I was in conference with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I only know that much. I'm like, okay, what happened? I was a part of the meeting, and I don't have the minutes in front of me. What's going on?
Okay, let's try identifying the picture that you drew. Give me a physical description of the picture, as best as you can.
Okay, well, this one picture looks like a ubiquitous picture of a grape, but it's more like a greenish color. It has the large almond-shaped eyes. It has the very little nose with slits, and a very tiny mouth, and the jaw goes text down inward, very kind of sharply, and the head is really big. In my last view of them, they do have very long arms and about 3 or 4 fingers on each hand. The last time, this is just actually last week, when I put my protective bubble up, I set it up in such a really fun way that they were stretching through the bubble but couldn't penetrate it. I could actually feel their hands wrapped around my left arm, and I'm wearing a watch on my, and I could feel the hand wrapped around, one of the hands wrapped around it, and I know I wasn't dreaming. And the bubble wasn't breached, but how was I supposed to know what's going on if I don't know completely what's going on? What was I supposed to do?
Okay, so Richard and Awanda, we're going to go like this because right now we're over the halfway mark of the show, and so what I want to do is, Richard, are you opposed to giving Awanda your phone number so she can call you? And maybe set up some kind of something with her, and maybe you guys can work more in detail about some of the stuff. I have a feeling that this is something that
there's a lot going on there.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Go ahead. Give me my phone number on the caller ID. Call me, please. I give you permission to call me.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and give her your phone number, Richard.
352-807-2244.
And you got that, Wanda?
Yes, I do. Thank you so much.
And you can also write me at rtnight35@yahoo.com.
Okay, good.
Okay, N-I-G-H-T or N-I-G-H-T?
Okay.
N-I-G-H-T, like the guy that rides a horse.
Okay.
RTnight at Gmail or Yahoo? I'm sorry.
rtnight35 at yahoo.com.
So we're going to go ahead and play some music right now. And Julie, we're going to talk to you here right afterwards. So if you want to hang out.
Richard, Andrew, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Wanda, and for stopping by. And if you want, we can connect later and go do some lunch and talk if you want, and maybe we can.
That's perfectly fine. My phone was on the caller ID.
Okay.
Just contact me, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for stopping by. And I'm going to play a song called Maha Mantra Hare Krishna Hare Rama by Govinda Das and Radha, his partner, from their album, mantras, divine mantras. I can't remember. Anyhow, I want to go ahead and send out love, blessings, healing, angels, light, and love to all the people here on the phone lines and the chat rooms, and all the family and friends, to our vehicles, the places of residence that take care of us, to the President of the United States and all his family, to all the people running for office this year here in the United States and wherever else on the planet. I want to send out love, blessings, healing, angels, and light, love to the Galactic Federation and all their staff and family and friends, to all the animals and the plants and the kids, the children on the planet, especially the ones in concern. Anyone you guys want to add to that? Any of that?
Yes, family and those that are touched by cancer or any other serious illness. Let the healing be progressive so that they can work through it and get past it. Love to all the sentient beings throughout the universe.
Got it, good. And anyone you want to add? Go ahead, Marietta.
No, I thought he said that very well.
Okay, and Julie and Wanda, anybody that you guys want to add to this?
I didn't know the same phone spot.
Okay. Okay, and Julie?
Just love to all the family.
Okay. To everyone else in any concern, we will be back on Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama by Govinda Das and Radha, and we will be back. Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Nice, nice. And we're back. This is Andrew Aloha live out of Flagstaff, Arizona, Spiritual Image Productions on Blog Talk Radio and freeconferencing.com, and now Ustream, establishing and maintaining right relationships with your human body. Tonight we're doing the Golden Age Psychic Show We have Richard Knight with us from all the way out of Florida. Again, Richard, if people want to get hold of you, what's the best way for them to get hold of you?
Email me at rtknight35. I'm also on Facebook. I have a profile on Facebook. I also have a branded me, and I'm also on LinkedIn.
Okay, good. And then Reverend Marietta White. If people want to get hold of you, how do they get hold of you?
I have a couple ways to get a hold of me. One of them is Marietta White, and it's spelled Marietta, White, WHITE, 69 @gmail. And I'm also at Medium at MariettaWhitePsychic.com. Or they can text me at 607-873-3947.
Very good. And you've been talking with Wanda, actually, that lives out here in Tempe, about some alien experiences that she's been having. And then now we're getting ready to talk to Julie. Again, Julie, where are you located at?
I'm out in Minnesota.
Oh, that's right, Minnesota. So we're going to be talking to Minnesota, but before we go there, I do want to mention again that I just literally this last week, it's right hot off the press. I wrote the book called The 90-Day Ascension Journey, which is the support system for the actual mentoring program that I've been doing for the last couple of years or so with a number of people. And so if you can go to spiritualimageproductions.com. On the front page there, you can click on the book or on the title, and that'll take you to a page that I've put together so that you can browse through some. You know what that reminds me? I think I'm gonna put on that page. I'm gonna put the introduction and the first chapter on there, so people can kind of read the first, the introduction and just part of it, and kind of get a taste of it. And then if you like it, you can get the Kindle version off of Amazon. You can also get the paperback version from Amazon, or right there from the website itself on the page, on the book page, and they go from there. So, I want to get back to Julie. Julie, no, and I wish I didn't ask your birth date. I should have asked so I could put it together while the music was going. But are you opposed to us having your birthday, Julie?
Just the first 12-15 would be.
December 15. Is that correct?
Right.
Are you okay with having given us the year or two?
I prefer not to, but that's.
It's up to you. It'll help us to tune in and give you more information. But whatever you want to work with, that's up to you.
Okay.
Okay.
I just had a general question. I'm new to your show, so I don't know what I can ask.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
It's a question regarding my family. My daughter went through a major breakup after 6 years, got the rug pulled out from her, and it's kind of upset the family. It's been a year, and when I do run into his family, there's a lot of negative about my family and things, and I just want to know if things will even out for our family and for her.
So you
became part of our.
Your daughter was involved with with a guy, and they broke up, and they were involved with each other. How long?
16 to 23, and I know it's weird to say, oh yeah, you're gonna go ahead and get married, but they were headed towards that way, and he met somebody and dropped her, but it was kind of unexpected, and she's been going through a lot of tribulations this last year, and it's kind of affected our family, and their family's been really hostile to our family if I run into them at places, and I just want to know.
So this is how I don't know how Marietta does this, Reverend Marietta does this, or Richard, but when I do these shows, this is not a private investigation organization or show. This is a show where we want to we're working on you. So your daughter is gonna, we'll find her answers, and she'll have to ask the questions too, of course. What I want to do, I want to refer this back to yourself. How are you going to be doing this? How are you going to come out of this? How are you going to work with this? How is this going to be for you personally? And that's I know that you have concern of your daughter, but this is about you, Julie. And so does that make sense to you? We want to work with you in terms of and maybe we can provide you with some information that in ways that you can be supportive of your daughter, and can go from there. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start with Marietta. What do you got going on? Go ahead. And again, I don't want to dwell into her daughter's privacy, particularly since this is a public show, and particularly since and even though it's her daughter, we do have permission to some extent, but she's not here with her. So I want to try to just work with us in a way that's supportive of her and not taken away from her. Does that make sense to you, Marietta?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
I'm just feeling her sadness, well, Julie's sadness.
Yeah, right.
Feeling that you are probably feeling it worse than your daughter. It feels like you have really taken this on. It's just, it's the normal mother thing to feel that way. It will pass after a while. You'll always have some feeling of it. But I think for, the next couple months, it's a case of you've got to lift your energy and make yourself feel a little better, and that will reflect back to her and make her feel better. So you need to start focusing on the positive things, the good things that you have with your daughter, the good things that are going on in your life. Maybe get some outside interest a little bit so that you're kind of kept busy, not thinking about stuff. Because the more you lift yourself up and feel better, the more it's going to reflect back to her, and it's going to help her feel better. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, yes, it does. Yes.
Okay, good, Marietta. Richard, what do you got? Go ahead.
Julie, this is kind of like a rebirth for you. As Marietta had said, yeah, I think you're empathically feeling more of the sorrow, the pain, the rejection than your daughter is. That's not to say that she doesn't, of course, but I think you've taken on almost like the responsibility, like it's partially your fault that this happened, which of course is not true. So you have to do a rebirthing and kind of like a spring cleaning. You're at a crossroads in your life, and it's trying to say, okay, all of these people over here, none of them serve my highest good. Bye-bye, you're gone. All of these people over here, they positively support me. They have interest with me, or they provide me something that I can get into mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Go with the flow. In other words, it's like a time where you're just going to shook all the debris off into the ocean, because it's not doing you any good except pulling you down. And that's why I say it's kind of like a rebirthing, because it's like taking a breath of fresh air and saying, okay, today is going to be a different day. I'm going to focus purely on the positive. I'm going to allow all the negativity to flow out to me into the ground, so it can harm me nor anyone else, okay? And just get rid of all what you call like feeders, vampires. They pull on you for your energy, and when you're around them and so forth, they drain you. And instead of trying to build you up, they're taking from you and they're pulling you down. So get rid of all the flotsam, get rid of all the people that you're hanging on to simply because out of loyalty that you've known them for a while. Make a clean break and say, hey, today's a new day. This is the Tuesday day, and by damn, I'm going to be positive, and I'm going to have all kinds of joy and happiness and love, and that's the only things that I'll surround myself with. Make sense?
Makes sense. Makes really perfect sense. I really do appreciate it. Yeah.
So now, what I'm getting, Julie, is, first of all, your birthday is in Sagittarius. You've been going through a whole shift with dealing with is the boy is the daughter's partner that was his partner that was her partner. Is he from a different background? Like is he Asian or Indian or something like that?
No.
No. So he's Caucasian, you're Caucasian, and she's Caucasian.
Yes.
Okay. So Saturn went into Sagittarius in December of 2014. And have you been taking any trips at all in the last year or so?
No.
You haven't. So maybe this is a good time for you and your daughter to do a trip, either in May, June, or July, Julie. That might be actually very helpful for not just her, but for you. Maybe it's time for you to just take a break and just take a breather. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I didn't tell you this, not only did we go through that, but then last fall we lost my mother-in-law who passed away after taking care of her for like 18 years. So the family's gone through a lot.
Julie, you and your daughter are due for a trip. Like yesterday, thank you very much. But that's the point. So, does that make sense? Are you in a place where you can take a breather for a week or so, even a few days, like within the next 3 months? I strongly support and suggest that you do that. You and your daughter just and maybe me and the daughter trip and just get out of town and just chill and relax and just take a break. Does that make sense? If you guys can go somewhere where you can get a massage or a mud bath or a hot tub or something just to relax. I think that would be very helpful, just useful, and then you guys can just sit and talk, and you don't have to think about did I make a mistake or did I make the right move. Just relax, chill out, and just talk. Have a mother-daughter talk. And see how things are going. Just check in with yourself. Check in with her, and she can check in with herself, and she can check in with you, and you guys can just check on everybody in one after that, but just check on each other and yourself. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And I literally, within the next 3 months, I strongly believe you're going to have the opportunity. You're going to have to grab it and go with it, because if you don't, then it's not going to work for you. It's just going to keep going. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So I did a spread for you, Julie, and it looks like there's been some false prosperity stuff going on, some unhappiness, like we're talking about within the last several months. There's been some. Did you do a family reunion within the last? I guess when the mother-in-law died, did you do a family reunion type of thing?
Well, we had family come together for their funeral, yeah.
Yeah, that was more or less a family reunion, and but it was unhappy times. What's that? Did you say something?
It was last September.
Yeah, okay. So that's about right. There's some suspicion going on, untrusting. There's just discomfort going on that didn't feel great about the whole situation. Is that about right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So then, so now you're beating up on yourself, and I can't see the rest of the chart, but I have a feeling you got Virgo in the chart. So sometimes the best thing for professionalism is to just let go and be unperfected. Period. Just go with the unperfected and just be, and just enjoy the unperfectedness for what it is, and no more, no less, and that's it. Does that make sense to you, Julie?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
yeah.
so again, this little excursion that I'm talking about will help you just to relax. Now, I do see that within the next year or so, there's going to be some success coming up to you. you're going to be negotiating, and you're going to be working. Oh, did you inherit something or something from all this?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So, and has that come to you yet, or is that in the process?
That's in the process.
Okay. So that's coming to you, and I guess that's, and is that going to be coming within the next 3 months?
Yes.
There you go, Julie. And now you have the financing to go do your excursion. Thank you very much. But be careful, Julie, in all this, because sometimes if you say the wrong things or the wrong way, then that can trigger off jealousy, deceit, and other stuff. So just remain humble, I think is a good word, and whatever you're doing with the people around you, so that they too don't get jealous and don't feel left out or get mad because you left them out or whatever. And even you can go on excursion with you and your daughter, and who cares? That's your business. And even though you don't take the neighbor with you, he you know, if he's going to get jealous, then that's his problem, not yours. But I also wouldn't agitate that jealousy or trigger as well. Sometimes if people are more, like Christy Marie Sheldon says, if people are emotionally distraught and are not emotionally stable, sometimes the best thing to do is just either not tell them something, either stay away from them, or just be as nonchalant or as uninformative as possible, so that way they don't go off on you and start getting mad at you and throwing daggers at you or whatever else. Does that make sense to you, Julie?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So just maintain a even keel. That way people don't get pissed off at you or anybody else. So anyway, and since speaking. So now the outcome of this is you are, Julie, you're going to be coming out with whatever this inheritance is, and even beyond that, I have a feeling that even beyond that, you're going to be in a good financial situation, and that's going to allow you to make some decisions that will allow you to move forward if you want to. And that's purely up to you, but you're going to have to want to do that, Julie, for that to happen. Does that make sense? And we're talking about in the fall time, like August, September. And so maybe that might be a good time to restructure, reorganize, and regroup, and then figure out what it is we really want out of it. I don't know if it's going to be a large inheritance or not, but if it's going to be large enough, then you're going to want to regroup, reorganize, and restructure, and maybe find some either new goals or add to your goals now, where you can move forward and be in a good, healthy lifestyle for yourself and with your daughter. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Mexico. You want to go to Mexico? Are you wanting to go to Mexico?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Acapulco, is that what you're talking about?
Possibly. We haven't figured out yet.
Okay. Acapulco, I'm picking up. That's it. I mean, just check it out, see what you think, and just enjoy it. Don't make it any more or less than it is, and just know it's a break. You're getting a break. It's an initiation for you, Julie. You and your daughter. You've been working your butts off all this time for long periods of time, and with the mother-in-law, and now you deserve to take a break. And you've demonstrated devotion. You've demonstrated that you know how to do service in terms of care for a person, and now it's time to celebrate. And it's Julie, I'm giving you permission to celebrate. Sometimes people they don't even realize that that's what they're doing. So Julie, I'm literally giving you permission to get wild and crazy and go celebrate. What do you think about that?
I appreciate that, because I normally don't do anything for myself.
Exactly. And so, and again, the other thing about the daughter, I'm picking up that this is a karmic relationship. They've been involved with each other at least 2 other lifetimes, and been lovers or working, girlfriend, whatever. So literally, they're just cleaning up karma from this lifetime. That's all. So the guy moves on, he's going on with maybe another person that he needs to clear up karma, so what? And, but that's okay, because it's better to find out now that he's not going to be trustworthy than later when, 20 years down the road when it gets even deeper. So, it's a blessing. It's a blessing, Julie. So, just understand that. So now they can both part ways, move on, and now she can go and find work with a relationship that's healthy for her, that's either a fresh new one that she's never been in any other lifetime, or maybe find another one from another lifetime that maybe she might want to rekindle and then work with and move forward with that relationship from another lifetime, or whatever. But things are always changing. That's just part of life, Julie. And there's probably, I'm getting that probably they're going to be involved with each other in another lifetime. So she can just wait till the next lifetime, be involved with him then, whatever. She can just wait, and we can do the thing from there. But meantime, now she's got an opportunity to learn new stuff with somebody else. So that's cool too, don't you think?
Yeah, it's neat for her, but she's kind of still disappointed because
it's not a failure.
So
You're both. This is for both of you. Both of you are afraid of failure. You're both afraid of success. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not a failure. It's an experience. That's all it is. Period. So chalk it up and move on. Learn what you can. Pick the things that you like and just move on. It's really that simple. Does that make sense?
Yes, I'll do my best to try to do it.
Don't be try. Try is not a word in my vocabulary. It doesn't work. So just breathe and just relax and just move on with life. And your daughter, the sooner you do, the sooner she's going to do it too. So again, it's experience, and she's more likely going to be getting involved with this guy again in another lifetime, and then they'll finish up more karma, or maybe they'll resolve it all. I don't know, but now she's got an opportunity to spread her wings and move forward and move on to bigger and better things. And why not? Why not choose opportunity? Why not move forward? Why not choose success? And it's not a failure. It's just again experience. It can be it can be a failure. And so what? So now you know. Now she knows what not to do and what not to work with or develop in a relationship with with this guy. I mean, there's different things that she's already picked up that she knows she doesn't need to do it with other guys too. So does that make sense? So yeah. So what? Okay, it's a failure. So what? Accept it. Let it go. Move on. The sooner you do, and the sooner you can move on and accept success as well in the same breath. Does that make sense?
Yes, I appreciate it.
Okay. Anybody else got anything to say about this? Richard, Marietta?
No, I think you were right on with that. I agree with you.
Okay. Richard?
Yeah, I chime in with mutual support, yes, it's time for you to take a break and really have some quality me time, which is something you haven't given to yourself in a very long time, Julie. And, you deserve it, you're worth it,
Absolutely.
you earned it, go for it.
I give you permission to get wild and crazy, Julie. You and your daughter. Thank you very much. So we're going to go ahead and move on, Julie. Good luck. Enjoy your vacation. Be safe. And have a safe trip wherever you go. And then come back and let us know how you're doing.
Okay, thank you very much.
Aloha.
Good night.
You're welcome.
And so I want to go ahead. We have 4 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and open up this line. Erica 302. Aloha, you're on the air.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
Very good. What's your name? How'd you find us, and where are you located at?
On the web, and I'm located in Delaware. My name is Cindy.
Cindy, and we're on the web. So Cindy, we have time for one quick question. Go ahead. What do you got?
I just wanted to see if you saw anyone coming in for me for my past this year.
I definitely get a big yes, a big smile. And I mean, I literally see teeth. But go ahead, Marietta. What do you got?
Yes, I see someone too. Someone, it seems for someone that's been in, not only in your past, but they've been in your past more than once. It's a person who's come and gone a little bit. Yes, I think that you're going to have a connection with them this year.
Richard, really good, thanks.
Okay.
Definitely someone coming in. I'm getting the name Roger. And, you're going to feel a sense of familiarity because yes, you have interacted in the past. I'm not so certain whether it was physically this time around. It might well have been, but there is definitely a past relationship.
It's Cindy, right?
Alright.
Cindy?
Yes.
Is that right? Cindy, you're going to recognize him by his smile, because he's got a great smile, this guy, whoever he is. He's like really warm person.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. All right, anybody else? Go ahead, we got 2 minutes.
Something about boats in the harbor. He either owns a boat, works on a boat, or is very fond of boats and sailing.
Marietta?
No, I don't think I have anything else.
Okay, Cindy, good luck with that. Come back and let us know how it works out. And thank you for stopping by.
All right, guys, thank you.
Thank all of you for stopping by, and I hope you guys enjoyed the St. Patrick's Day and Easter coming up. So to all of you celebrating Easter, be safe and enjoy, and God bless. And all of you have a God-goddess weekend. That's right, we're this weekend. Be the love that you always have been and always will be. Aloha.
Aloha.
Aloha.